How's it going, fellow traders? Magic Trader here, and this is the CFTC report for the day that was reported on March 29, 2022. Here's a brief snapshot of the positions held by the institutions as of that date. And so let's begin by taking a look at gold. What do we have here? Let's take a look. So we can see that the institutions had some serious positions here with long positions, okay? Back in March, early March, 364,000. And so at the time we were warning our members that likely the banks were going to start taking profits on long positions. And lo and behold, that is what we are seeing. Okay, they reduced them from 364, 346, 328, and now 327. So if you take a look, they've also reduced shorts from 90, 84, 80, and 70. Alright, so what does that look like on the charts? Well, we can see that price rallied up very strong. And this is what the banks were going to use to offload their long positions, was this big push up like this, and then they offloaded their positions while they got everybody else to buy, and then they reverse price down. Now, since then, institutional demand has come into play, which has put a little bit of pressure on gold to the upside. So overall, what are we seeing here? Well, the market is basically in profit-taking mode. All right, so and that's why we're seeing this big drop like this. So while price is in profit-taking mode, it's not really a time to be getting into any positions on gold. I mean, I would not be going long gold. All right. Now we've done some deeper analysis on gold, on where we think price is going to go and how it's going to play out and the reasons behind it. And so you could read the report and get the full scoop on that. Next we have oil. So oil, we can see that since January, mid-January, we had long positions at 503,000. Big decline down to 420. Okay, it's a pretty decent decline. And if you look at shorts, they just reduced them a little bit. Now, what was taking place here? It's pretty much the same thing that was taking place with gold. They used the war in Ukraine to get a lot of people to buy oil while they did what? Offloaded their positions. Exactly. You see the same thing. They did the same thing with gold. And now price came down to here, an area of institutional buying that we had located on the charts. Price came down, the institutional buying came into play, pushed price up, and now we're seeing a drop in price. So what is taking place here? We look at the positions and we see profit taking has been the main driving factor over the last few weeks, and we're not really seeing any type of accumulation in short positions here. Again, we've gone into more detail in the EURUSD report as to where we believe oil is going to be heading over the next many months. But the key thing here is to remember that they're just profit taking on their long positions. So we'll wait to see what they do with their positions to get a better idea of what they're going to do next. Now, the dollar, we had contracts expiring not too long ago, back on March 15, where positions were at 39,000. And since then, they've just been increasing their longs from 43 to 44. And now, at the same time, they've also been increasing their shorts from 11 to 14. And so if we zoom out, what do we see with price? Well, we see price rallied up and has just basically consolidating. All right, we have a really nice upward trend on the weekly chart, and this trend can definitely help to facilitate a larger move to the upside. Now, when we look at the monthly chart, we knew price was in a range. Okay. It was basically for a long time stuck in this situation. And then it dropped, removed supply. Now we had this last area of supply that we were watching, and that's just recently been removed. Now this opens up the floodgate for a larger move to the upside. So that's what we're going to be watching for in the weeks and months to come. That is our main focus when it comes to the US dollar. And next we have the Aussie. Now remember, we were watching a push to the upside in the Aussie, and we were speculating on what was the main driving factor for this push to the upside. And it became pretty clear that it was going to be from profit taking. And then we saw the data come out, and we could definitely see a big reduction in the short positions. 103, 98, 95, major profit taking. All right, and that's what fueled this push to the upside. And so recently we saw them reduce their short positions during contract expirations from 97,000 to 69,000. That was quite a drop. But over the last couple weeks, they've been increasing their short positions again. Okay, so as prices rallying up here, they are increasing their short positions. Now, question for you. I want you to think about something here, because we had this really nice rally up in price, and now we're at these highs, and we see the banks adding short positions, okay, at this level. Now, we are seeing a lot of evidence to suggest that commodities are going to be getting weaker in time. Now, if this is connected to commodities, meaning strong gold, strong oil means strong Aussie, then a weak gold, weak oil would also mean weak Aussie. Does that mean that price is going to drop here soon? And if so, we would see the banks start increasing their short positions? Very possible. It's something that we need to be focused on. What we do know is that they're not focused on long positions, and they haven't been for a very long time. Shorts has been the thing that they've been focused on. Now, lately, they've dropped net positions from minus 78,000 down to the 40s, 50s, and now 49. But we could start see this increase in the weeks to come. All right. So, we're going to be keeping our eye on that throughout the week. And going forward, USDCAD. What do we see here? The last few weeks since contract expires, we see long positions getting very cooled off. They used to be 40,000 down to 29. Now they just bumped it up the last couple weeks. Same thing with shorts. Look, they dropped them down from 47 to 29, now down to 32. Bottom line is, look at the coloration of the cells here. They're very blue. They're neutral. And look at net positions. It's really not telling us anything. Okay, but again, this currency, the Canadian dollar, is very much correlated with oil, and it's been strong. Oil's been strong, hence why we saw the drop in price here. But if oil over the longer term is going to get weaker, then we would expect to see something like this on the chart at some point. Okay. So we're going to be keeping our eye on that as well. US Swiss contacting some weekly area of supply. Not much in terms of their positions. But supply has been contacted. And we're waiting to see if it's going to take out this area here and move up to our target. Very likely it's going to happen. So we're just going to wait and see if that is what happens. Now the euro. Positions are that a few weeks ago, last month in March, we had long positions at 242,000, and what we were pointing out to our members is that we were with the expectation that the banks were going to start taking profits on those positions, and so they've since done that. And at the time, short positions were at 183,000, And since then, they have been reducing those as well. And we're at 178,000. So not a lot, but, you know, it's there. And if we take a look at what's been transpiring here over the last many months, we can see that, you know, they used to be bearish. That switched to bullishness. And just recently, they're becoming less bullish. Okay. If we look at the sentiment here, it's somewhat neutral, meaning if you're just looking to trade a strong sentiment from the banks, right now they're very neutral, the euro, so it wouldn't be a good time to be trading this currency pair. Pound, look at longs, very cooled off. Since contracts expired, very cooled off territory, and they're more focused on shorts. Something is leading me to believe that we're going to see more downside. And if you take a look at positions here, bullish, bearish, not so much, back to bearish territory. The last 3 weeks, back to bearish territory. And so, you know, we can see that there was a drop that took place. Is this leading for more of a drop? Sentiment is bearish. Net positions is good. The momentum is in the right direction. Only thing is we have institutional demand that's coming into play right now. So that could cause a delay in the eventual move lower that we suspect will happen. US dollar Japanese yen been very strong. Big rally. And you can see the positions there. They increased their positions from 71, 96, 115, 100, and 17,000. That's massive. And so with that, price rallied. I mean, no surprise. And, you know, it could rally even more. With a strong dollar, this sucker can rally even more. So no stopping this one as far as we can see. Last but not least, we have the Kiwi. And shorts are getting cooled off with a reduction from 21,000 to 15,000. And not much here to see in terms of short positions, but this is another tricky one too that's related and correlated to commodities. So, you know, we have a situation where price is somewhat strong over the last couple months, but this can turn at any point and head lower. So just be aware of that. I wouldn't trade this one. You look at the sentiment, it's, you know, it's all over the place. There's nothing stable here, so I wouldn't be making any trading moves on this one. All right, ladies and gents, so that's it. That is your CFTC data analysis for the data that was reported on March 29, 2022. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to find out more information about us, you can reach us at www.whiteoakfx.com. Thanks and have a great week. Take care.